So let's be clear, everything you hear on this video is allegedly my own thoughts. So like the way you can put your own thoughts on a tweet or a comment section, I'm putting my own thoughts on my channel. So don't take my word as Bible or as facts. It's just me thinking and trying to find like what the truth or where the truth lies. But with every story, there are three sides: the other person's truth, the other person's truth, the real truth, which is the God honest truth. Amen.
In this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome as always. So it has been 24 hours since like we had the whole friend Becky split. A lot of us saw it coming. I think I did a video a few months ago because there were rumors that a GL couple, a very prominent GL couple, were going to break up. They were not talking. Like they were polar opposites. They had huge teams. They didn't want to even sit in the same dressing room. Like the rumors were there, and I did say like it was friend Becky. A lot of people said it was Inglot, but I was like, no, you know why? Again, disclaimer, I don't know these actors in real life, but from the experiences and the background of Ingfa, she has been she has gone through so much, and I feel like it is hard for her to leave people behind. I feel like it is hard for her to leave people behind, and I feel like it will be hard for her to leave Charlotte behind until she makes sure that Charlotte is good. Then she can leave, or Charlotte herself is 100% comfortable with being left behind, because Infa's like career or trajectory has been on the upwards, so far from Charlotte. You know, these CPs, some of them go at like the same pace, or the other one is just a little bit upwards from the other one. But for Ingfa and Charlotte, it is like a huge gap, and still Inglot still is working with Charlotte. Now, again, some people might say, okay, she signed a 5-year contract or a 10-year contract. So we will be waiting to see if she does renew the contract. But something in my gut just told me it was friend Becky, because again, Becky has been very vocal and friend has been very vocal on how they don't spend time apart aside from work. But they did cover it up by saying, okay, we probably don't spend time outside work because we are together 24/7 and we work with each other every single day. So we see enough of each other at work, which is totally different. Now, yesterday, again, the weather has been very gloomy since yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's in the air. I don't know if I feel like a storm is brewing, a storm is coming, and I'm here for it. Because then again, I want to know why this happened this suddenly. I do understand the contract might just be up, that's why. But I also want to understand, why do it now when you have two projects on the works? Now, Becky, the reason as to why I'm doing this video, because I'm getting out of like whatever my train of thought. The reason as to why I'm doing this video is because of Becky. Now, Becky yesterday did put out a statement after friend put out her statement saying that she's part of Solen Entertainment and so on and so forth. But Becky's tweet was shocking to me, because it says Becky Entertainment Twitter account says, presenting Becky Entertainment. Again, Becky Entertainment. Like, she used her name to define, like, this is mine, I'm in charge, I'm in control, I'm working for Becky. She could have chose another name, and try to give us some kind of meaning and so on and so forth. But I like that she chose her name to say that she's finally taking her power back. Some people might say, yeah, it's so self-centered, but no. She says she's taking her power back, and that already like rang some bells in my head, because I'm like, okay. And then the tweet goes on and say, an instrument to redefine creativity and authenticity. Like, they're just saying that what you saw wasn't 100% authentic. Again, my opinion, not facts. I didn't write the tweet. I'm not part of the Becky entertainment team, but I would love to be part of the Becky entertainment team. If you're hiring, let me know. Okay. As they say, by empowering Becky's talent from screen to sound to style. Because again, a lot of people have been complaining that, oh, Becky like does a lot, like she has this singing career, she should sing more, like Idol Factory should have showcased her singing more, should have put more of her cover to her songs, which wasn't happening. So, because I know Becky entered the entertainment industry first, because ever since she was a little girl, all she wanted to do was to sing and spread joy through her music. So Idol Factory wasn't giving her that. She was singing in these fan meets, but they were not putting her music out there. Again, I'm clocking it. And then she says, to style. Now, I am a huge, like, I think I've said it a couple of times, that I felt like when Becky and Fren had styling, I felt that Fren always had the upper, and she had the better fits, she had the best shoe collection. Oh my God. I always felt like there was unfairism there. Now, I don't know if they had different stylists, they had the same stylist. I don't know if they had the same budget. I don't know. I don't know if the clothes were their own, they brought their own clothes. I don't know, but I always felt like 98% of the time, Fren always had the better fits than Becky. Now, again, I don't know. Maybe Fren is going out of pocket and buying those clothes on herself, by herself, and not just working with the budget of Idol Factory, and Becky sticking to the budget of Idol Factory. It can be the other way around. So don't start a back and forth in my comment section. Now, and then the tweet goes and says, her narrative has standard. Her narrative has standard. She's going to speak and tell her own story, not what someone else is feeding her. Look, and that's what I was telling you guys, give me time. I'm still digging. I want to know, like, why this? And then it says, founded by Rebecca Patricia Armstrong in October 2025. Now, this is where the part is of me saying, if the contract was done like a few months ago, because if your contract is about to end, my contract ends in October 2025. So I should probably start finding a company now. But for them to specify October 2025 was kind of shady, because we are in October 2025. So I'm thinking, was this sprung on Becky? Was Becky like, okay, we probably don't like each other, or we don't see each eye to eye, we are just work buddies, but I'm willing to like stick by this and be professional enough until we end this project, and then I'm out. And friend was like, nah, I'm out now. I'm not resigning. I don't care. I don't care if like the contract has to be 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 year. I'm not signing. Was it that? Because for you to specify October 2025, you could have just said founded by Rebecca, Patricia, Armstrong, Rebecca, Becky, Patricia, whatever, like her full names. You could have just said that, but for you to specify October 2025 with people like me who are not like gods, we actually can't think for ourselves, was kind of fishy to me. And then not only that, she goes ahead and unfollows Idol Factory, unfollows Chain, unfollows Saint. Does it mean that she found out about like the contract termination with every single one of us? Or she found out on the same day we found out? Does it mean that? Because in like the picture, she's wearing Chanel. We know she's a brand ambassador for Chanel. I'm trying to think and figure out what the hell is going on. And then not just that, because Friend is still following Idol Factory, Friend is still following Chain, and Friend is still following Saint. So that means that she's on good terms with them. So in any situation, you will either think that she was the Victoria person in this whole situation. Remember, Idol Factory still clearly said that we're still working with Friend and Becky, and they will still like do the projects that are under Idol Factory. So why the hell would like Becky unfollow Idol Factory and unfollow Chain and Saint and all those people in the top management? She unfollowed even Title, who works for Friend. Because when the rumors came out of like two GL actors who can't stand one another and are on the verge of breaking up and are only lovey-dovey on cameras, Title was quick to come out and say, that's not Friend and Becky. Friend and Becky love one another. They can't stand being apart from one another. They have to hold each other's hands even if they are sitting on different seats. Did she say the seat part? No, actually she didn't. She didn't, but I have the whole video. You can go watch it to know exactly what she said. But she made it seem like the girls breathe the same air or breathe through the same nose, basically. So, why did she unfollow? Because I think I have seen, I'm still going through the list, but I have seen she still follows Friend, which again she has to because they are still working together. Will that change in the future? I think so. Or they can do it the New Gulf way and still follow one another because they have no option, because the minute they unfollow one another, the hate will be massive. So they can just follow one another like for good and never change it. Not my words, people. Not my words. There is this Becky account that put out a statement saying this. Now you guys listen to this. They said that, let me read for you. Regarding the administration of rights for the Becky official account page, I'm aware that the current page administrator is affiliated with Idol Factory. Therefore, I request an official statement from your side on how the administration rights will be handled, including whether the page will be taken down, transferred, or continued under the specific plan which is like supporting Becky. Additionally, please ensure that all related parties cease any actions or statements that could negatively affect Becky, as has occurred in the past, because we know a lot of Becky fans are always saying that Becky always ends up being the scapegoat in whatever situation that happens between Friend and Becky. Like Idol Factory are quick to run to Friend's defense. Granted that friend and saint are friends, friend and saint are ex-lovers, current lovers, whatever the situation is. And Chen was saint's manager before, so, or still is. So yeah, it's basically not 3, 4 against 1. And then the account also says that regarding contractual obligation, please confirm that your company has fully fulfilled all legal and contractual obligations towards Becky. I'm telling you guys, they still there. They still, including salary, compensation, and any other relevant payments or entitlements. I expect the contract to be properly and lawfully concluded. So if the contract was already up, that means that the contract is already up. Why does it have to be, I expect the contract to be properly and lawfully concluded? If the contract has already concluded and they did not resign, I don't see the reason of that point. And then it says ensuring transparency and compliance with all applicable regulations. People, if there is no NDA, we are up for a ride. That's why I'm telling you a storm is brewing. Like the way we've been seeing the weather, something is coming, people. That NDA must be the only way we are not going to get any tea from anything is if that NDA is as big as the Feyoko NDA. If that NDA is as big as the Feyoko NDA, I'm sorry guys, there's nothing I can do for you. But if there is no NDA, you best believe, subscribe, because here you will get all the information that you will need. I will make sure to dig and dig and dig until I let you guys know what's actually going on, or at least just have some light, some closure on how things went down. I will let you guys know. But Becky is in her FU era, because even after that, did you see the shadiness? I don't want to say shady, but did you see the post that she put out of the Nestle ad? And then she was bold enough to write in the comment section with sister friend. Not even my sister. Was there my sister? I'm not sure. But she said sister friend. Like, damn. She said, damn, I might hate you. I might give you the middle finger. But no one is playing with my coins. I'm still going to get my coins regardless. I'm still going to make my name in the entertainment industry and not look like a flippy flop wash. I'm still going to do my job. And until now, it has been approximately, I think, more than 12 hours, if I'm not wrong, or more than 10 hours, if I'm not wrong. And Friend still hasn't put out that post. They probably were told maybe one person can put it out now and then another one can put it 24 hours later. I don't know. It might be that is the case. But she still hasn't put hers out. So, I guess it's like a game of looky. So, if you are too exhausted or you just don't like going back and forth and trying to find things, watch out for my page. I'm going to let you know every single thing, because you know what? I love you guys and I want you to be informed. and I will always like put you on what's going on. Like, we've been here from like how long? From the Bible build situation. And don't tell me I never put you on anything major that is happening in the BL and the GL industry, because most of the times, or 100% of the times, I put you on before any other person does. So guys, if you've come to the end of this video, if you've come, or we are at the end of this video, if you have been with me from the beginning to the end, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss when I put out another video, because again, I'm still digging on Solen Entertainment, and right now, nada. But I will find out. So subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up, share this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.